Well, hello there folks, thanks for clicking on the video. You've joined me out at a rather wet camp this weekend, but I do apologise for not posting videos over the last wee while. The weather's just been absolutely terrible, howling gales, and I've come out to the actual big shelter out at Conton, and there is actually some storm damage, which I'll show you just in a wee bit. But the main reason I'm actually out, really looking forward to it, it's not a million miles away, probably about a month away before I actually start planting the seeds for the vegetables that I'm going to be putting in the actual raised bed. So this weekend I'm actually going to be coming out, just putting earth in. But it's torrential rain. It's just been absolutely pouring since I've arrived. So I think one of the actual other priorities that I've really got to get done is make this waterproof. So there's a few wee holes in the actual roof because I'm going to be sleeping in the actual big shelter tonight as well. So really looking forward to it. But as I said, I'm going to take you out and just show you some of the damage that's actually been caused. My picnic table is destroyed, but we'll get it rebuilt. So I'll show you just now. So there's the damage there. So basically what's happened is that one over there is just broken off, and then it's just landed. So I've had a quick wee look. It doesn't seem to have caused too much damage on the food prep table, but it has sort of knocked the main beams off, or one of the two bars off the actual fence itself, so I need to get that fixed. But not a million miles away from the actual shelter. Now, I just need to be careful, you know, there are, where that tree's actually come down, there are some other trees there as well, so just need to be careful. Again, it's just with that strong winds. But I'll take you over and show you the picnic table, because as I said, the picnic table's basically been sort of destroyed. So that's just completely down. So again, I think just a branch from up there has just sort of fallen on top of it. So I need to get that fixed as well. But I just need to see what's happening with the weather. So I've just checked the weather forecast just now, and it's actually meant to be sort of torrential rain right the way through to about 7 o'clock tonight. It's then meant to be snowing, and then it's going to be actually okay after that. So could be in for an interesting one. So it might curtail some of the fun today, but I'll still get out and actually have a little bit of fun in the actual woods, which is what it's all about. But what I'm going to be doing, focusing really on actual getting the shelter itself waterproof. So that it's going to be okay for me to actually sleep in. Once I've got it waterproof and there's no sort of gaps, then we'll start doing the actual other little projects that we've actually got planned and get some repairs done tomorrow as well. Okay, so just going to go get some moss just now and get that fixed. So I'm looking for as big a piece as I possibly can, because there's one particular area that I always seem to find that the actual moss falls down on. So I'm going to try and get as big a piece to cover as much as I can. That should do. And then just another couple of little pieces, just actually tidy up a couple of wee holes that are actually there. Just so I can have a comfortable night more than anything. Okay, let's get this back to shelter. Right, so that's that bit sort of filled up. A couple of wee bits on the other side. So I'm just going to finish off this and then I'll get back to it. Okay, so that's me got the actual, as waterproof as I'm going to get it, or obviously with moss. But basically there's no holes on the inside, so I am going to try and get as much sort of sleep tonight without getting rain all over me. So that's all really I can do with the actual moss shelter itself and the actual roofing. What I'm going to do just now, there has just been torrential rain, absolutely torrential rain, so I've been really struggling. Every time I've been trying to film anything at all, the camera's just getting completely and utterly soaking. So I'm going to be trying to protect that as much as I can. I'm going to try and do one of the actual raised beds just now and actually just get that sort of filled up with earth as much as I can. But I'm already losing light because I'm having to spend so much time in the actual shelter itself just with the rain. So I think some of the projects that I actually had, yes, tomorrow is meant to be a better day. So I think I might actually leave them till tomorrow. So I'm probably going to do one raised bed, get some food on for some tea, and then sort of settle down for the actual night. So as I said, I'm just going to go and get the shovel and then we'll go off and get some earth. Okay, we'll get this split down. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Wild Camping International titanium stove today. So I only really need sort of small pieces and then I'll just sort of split it up with the actual axe. So what I've actually got off there just now should actually hopefully last for the night. But it looks like I've got about a 20-minute window at the moment before the next heavy shower comes in. So try and get as much of this done and maybe even get some food on, actually get the fire started, hopefully ideally before the actual rain comes in. As I said, that should be dry enough to actually use. Okay. So initially I was actually planning on doing like a kebab sort of idea, but again, just with the weather being the way it is, I'm actually just going to cook my steak as normal and then sort of chop it up. And I think, as I said, I get a really good opportunity to actually see the weather coming in. It's not looking very good down there. Where's my chopping board? I'm going to get my chopping board. There we go. Right, just going to give that a wash. That smells lovely. Right, let's get that on. Oh my word, that tastes amazing. So I'm not sure how much of this you're actually seeing because of how dark it's actually gone. So I do apologise. Oh, that is outstanding. Wow. Big difference was the seasoning. And also with the sweet chili sauce as well. So I'm just going to finish this off. Again, I do apologise how dark it's got. And as soon as I finish my dinner, I'll catch up with you. Okay, so dinner has been eaten, beer has been opened, and just sort of gonna chill for a wee bit just now. I've got another probably about 2 hours of this heavy rain, so as I said, not very nice at the moment, but I'm sort of gonna hunker down a wee bit for get a bit of reading done, and then I'll catch up with you. Hopefully, gonna get the fire on later on. As I said, it is meant to be sort of clearing up a little bit more towards sort of 8-9 o'clock. So fingers crossed, but thoroughly enjoying it. It's still lovely, even though it is pouring with rain. See you in a wee bit. Well, I have to say that's been a really relaxing evening. Really relaxing evening. So it's actually, I got a wee sort of half-hour window there just when it sort of stopped raining, so got the fire on, and makes a big difference. Just sort of sitting there actually listening to the crackling of the actual fire, and just the warmth from it. So really, really good. Really enjoyed it. But I'm going to head to bed just now, and barring an incident I shall see in the morning. So hopefully tomorrow the weather might be a little bit on the better side and we can actually get some of the projects that I'd sort of planned for today done. A bit devastated about the picnic table, so ideally might need to come back and actually do that as an actual separate thing because it's quite a big job. I said the whole thing sort of collapsed. But I want to get the second bed done and also want to try and see if I can build a bushcraft chair. So there's a few wee things I'm wanting to actually try and get done. So as I said, barring an incident, I shall see you all in the morning. Well, good morning there, folks. What a sleep. I've slept in quite dramatically, had really, really good sleep. I always do when I'm actually out at camp. It's always very weird in comparison to when I'm at home. I actually always have a better sleep. So a wee bit behind schedule already. No rain though, which is just the actual major part of it. Yesterday was just absolutely horrendous. Very, very hard trying to film it. Because again, it was a lot of the time, a lot of the footage that I've actually watched back, raindrops all over the place and everything, so it was very, very hard trying to keep all the equipment dry just with the actual heavy rain. So I do apologize. Hopefully it's not ruined it too much, but I'm gonna get some breakfast on just now and then get to it. So as I said, a few wee projects that I'm wanting to get done today. First thing is going to be a case of actually the second raised bed. I just want to get that finished off, and then it will be a case of, I was actually talking to my friend last night and I'm going to actually put some composting earth in there as well, just to make sure it's successful more than anything, but just a little bit. So when you get the raised beds done, if I let you get some breakfast going. Just what was needed. Okay, I'm just going to finish these off and then get straight on with the raised beds. Basically just the moss, you can see the dirt there. This actually cleans everything up. Perfect. Okay, so that's the raised beds actually done now. So as I said, I'm going to come back and put a little bit of composting in the actual both ones before we actually plant in March itself. But really pleased just to get them to that sort of level itself. And again, as I said, I've been turning them as I've been going over the last few weeks. So hopefully this is going to work out, and as I said, it'll be epic. But as I said, the concept of me actually sitting there at the picnic table, actually eating a meal, I need to get the picnic table fixed. But today, the last chore really I'm going to be doing, you've seen me sort of fix the actual back wall, the hazel hurdle wall, and the actual shelter itself. Then I've done the raised beds, done another couple of wee chores just to actually camp, fix my actual gate. So I'm going to go off up into the actual woods just now and see if I can get some materials. What ideally I want to try and do is build a bushcraft chair. So I need another chair for actual camp. So it's basically a case of ideally I've got the Pioneer chair just there, so I'm just wanting to actually build a bushcraft chair as well. So join me, we'll head off up into the woods and get the materials. So I reckon I can get the actual whole chair out of this one piece. So we'll give it a try. So I'm just going to sort of cut off here and then just get it back to actual camp and just get the actual wood prepped itself. And then we'll see how we go. As I said, there is plenty deadfall kicking about here, so if there is a need for me to come back in and get one more piece, there's certainly plenty around. Okay, we'll get that back to shelter. Right, so I'm just going to try and mark it out a little bit with the Laplander. Okay, just going to do that to the other three pieces. Okay, so moment of truth. Am I going to go flying? There we go, dead comfy. Haven't made one in ages, so really good fun. Good wee project. Again, we're planning on doing it with the scouts, sort of teaching them how to actually do it as well. So it's more than knot tying, making sure it's all tight, but no, that's perfectly comfy. Brilliant. Well, what can I say, an absolutely brilliant weekend. Challenges yesterday shooting the video in the rain. I've seen actually some people with a little umbrella that they have above their camera. Don't know if I'll try that or not, but as I said, it was just torrential, so it was like trying to keep the equipment dry, so hopefully it's not ruined it. But no, thoroughly enjoyable trip, but I'm going to call it end of the video now. More than anything, it's actually, I've got a lot of stuff to take back to the actual van, and it's actually starting to lose a little bit of light already. But a beautiful sunset by the looks of it behind me. So thanks very, very much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please click on the actual subscribe, and you'll get lots more content like this, as well as hiking, as well as kayaking, all sorts of fun stuff. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, bye bye.